So sit tight and let's figure this one out. So I guess the first thing we should figure out is what exactly an AC to DC power supply is. And in general, an AC to DC power supply is some kind of device, electronic device that converts AC electricity from, say, your wall outlet into DC electricity that a sensitive piece of electronic equipment or device can use. So we're going to define what AC and DC are later, but that as a definition is what an AC to DC power supply is. So you may ask, well, where do I find one of these AC to DC power supplies? And the answer is a lot of places. For example, your laptop power adapter, that's an example of an AC to DC power supply. Your phone charger is also an AC to DC power supply. And if you have a desktop computer, and if you were to open it up and look in the corner, the back corner, you see this very unsuspecting mailbox. Well, that's your AC to DC power supply. So you can see they're in a lot of places, and they're just incredibly vital. Without them, we would not have power for any of the devices that we use. To help illustrate some of the concepts involved in power supply design, we're going to be using some graphics that mimic what you would see if you were to use a test equipment called an oscilloscope. And an oscilloscope is an instrument which allows you to view changes in voltage over time. And that's what it looks like. In actuality, we're not going to be using a real oscilloscope today, but we'll be using some graphics that look like the screen on an oscilloscope. So this box to the right here represents the screen on an oscilloscope. Now, on the x-axis we have time, and on the y-axis we have voltage, and voltage can be either positive or negative, depending on whether or not it's above or below this 0-volt line right here. And we also have this grid of lines that covers the oscilloscope, and this grid is called the gradual, and each line represents an increment in both phases, so both voltage and time is one increment. So, for instance, between here and here might be 1 millisecond, and between here and here might be 1 volt. So, with all this put together, we can figure out and we can observe how voltage changes with respect to time, which is extraordinarily useful in electronics design and troubleshooting. So, if that didn't make sense to you right now, I would really recommend you pause and try to figure it out. This is going to be really helpful because you're going to visually be able to see what's going on in these circuits, especially the power supply circuits that we're in this video. So all electrical and electronic systems, there's two different types of current, and the first one we're looking at is direct current or DC. And in DC, the direction of current is always the same because the voltage is always greater than 0 hertz over the whole time. So if we look at this oscilloscope, there's what we would see. The voltage here that we look at this point is over this entire stretch. It's greater than the 0 line here. So just of course to reiterate the point, at delta t equals 0 seconds, the voltage measured 1.5 volts. At delta t equals 3 seconds, 1.5 volts. And at delta t equals 7 seconds, 1.5 volts. So not exactly what I said, but at these around these three, the voltage is consistently greater than 0. Now direct current can also work in the other direction as long as it can also work as consistently a negative voltage. So if it was below the 0 volt line for the entire time, so it was down here somewhere for the entire time, that is still direct current. It's just flowing in the opposite direction. Alternating current is a little bit different. Well, that's quite a bit different. In alternating current, the direction of current is constantly changing because the voltage is constantly passing through 0 volts, so it's changing from positive voltage to negative voltage, and from negative voltage to positive voltage. And this causes the current to kind of oscillate back and forth. So if we look at this also, that's an AC waveform as you can see. Part of the AC waveform is above that 0 volt line, but the current line is below that 0 volt line. So from here to here, a current goes in one direction. And then when it gets to this point right here, it stops very, very briefly, and then reverses direction, and goes in reverse. So it does it over again, it does it over until the cows come home. So that's alternating current. Alternating current is for some things, but for electronics, and for a more sensitive equipment, it's really a little bit power in. So as I have here, the other side, here, at this point here, we're at 2 volts, and then we're going to hit 0 volts, and over time we're going to hit negative voltage. So just to really drive that home. So now we're going to try to get some design aspects and the steps needed in order to convert our AC from a wall outlet to that nice straight line DC that we saw 2 slides ago. So the voltage that is available and is provided at a wall outlet is really much too high, and it's always changing polarity, always changing, and the current is always changing direction because it's AC, and because of that, it makes it useless for sensitive electronics. So the first thing that we need to do is to reduce that voltage, and we're going to do that using a transformer. And here's our transformer. Oh, how did that get in there? Oh, that was such a joke, sir. Alright, but a transformer is a device that allows us to convert an AC voltage to DC voltage to a higher or lower level. So, as I said before, a transformer can only be used with alternating current, so if you were to provide direct current to a transformer, it wouldn't work at all as you would want it to. So, they operate on the basis of a theory, or I guess not a theory anymore, it's basically proven, but electromagnetic theory called mutual inductance, which basically means when you have 2 coils wrapped around a common iron core, transfer from one coil to another coil. That's basically what that means. And you'll see what that means on the next slide. So 5 or 6 seconds ago, I was talking about transformers and how they're devices that have a common iron core and 2 coils wrapped around them. So let's see what that looks like right here. We have a iron core, and what we would do is we would wrap around some wire on one side, and then we could wrap around some wire on the other side. And although they're not physically touching and they're electrically isolated, meaning that there's no electrical contact between these 2 sides here, the theory of the mutual inductance says that the energy will be transferred over to that other coil if you have a voltage applied on this side here. And
0コーレット。
ありがとうございます。249円です。249円です。50円多いです。1円のお返しです。ありがとうございます。いらっしゃいませ。151円です。袋にお入れしますか。
あ、いいです。
ありがとうございます。ちょうどいただきます。レシート、はい、ありがとうございます。
当たり目だこっちは。
久里浜なんかあった？久里浜ってあれか。東京あっちに行くのか。神奈川の久里浜か。いいねこれ。13時から行ってる。東京まで行ってる。
And you'll also here, you'll notice something a little bit funny, and that's that the output of the rectifier has amplitude slightly less than that of the input of the rectifier, which is assumed makes much sense. But if you think about how a diode works, a diode, you have 0.7 volts in order to turn on a diode, so you need to provide that diode some push to get it to work. And with that push, you lose some of your voltage. So if you lose 0.7 volts across the diode, that's what you're seeing there. You're probably seeing two diode losses, two diode drops across, two diode drops is what you're doing there, because you have a bridge rectifier. So usually it's not too big of a deal to on bridge rectifier, but if your work goes really low AC voltage, it might actually make a difference. So just that in mind that you are going to lose a little bit of voltage when you use any type of rectifier. watching the waveform that we have is rising. It charges up that capacitor to some voltage. And then as that waveform comes to the waveform here, and here, as that waveform drops in voltage, the capacitor still has a certain voltage across it. And the capacitor effectively, it's kind of a little buffer. As the waveform from the bridge rectifier drops very quickly, the capacitor doesn't discharge nearly as quickly. And so the effective voltage across the load here is much more constant. And we'll see what I mean by that in the next slide. Here's the effect of a filter capacitor on the circuit. This is because they're relatively low capacitors. So what happens here? Well, the blue waveform from the bridge rectifier, and the yellow waveform or yellow trace is the output of the filter capacitor across the load. So as the bridge rectifier produces a voltage that ramps up here, we charge up our capacitor. And as the blue waveform from the bridge rectifier gets all the way down to zero, you notice that the voltage across the capacitor does not go all the way down to zero. Instead, it might go down to a much higher voltage, say this might be on a 1 volt or a half a volt here. And so, as the capacitor discharges, as the charge rushes out of that capacitor and through the load, its voltage also decreases a little bit. That's what you see here. This is relatively straight ramp downwards. And the reason that happens is because as the charge exits the capacitor, less charge in the capacitor means less voltage across that capacitor. And now say we use a higher capacitors. Well, if we use a higher capacitor, the capacitor can provide a greater voltage for a longer amount of time. And that's useful for us because now you see the voltage doesn't get down nearly as much. And we'll see how that'd be helpful in a second. And if there was such thing as an infinite capacitor, if one existed, we would get a perfectly straight line like that. And that would be all fine and dandy, except infinite capacitors don't exist, so we're going to use something that doesn't exist. Right. Here's some examples of filter capacitors. They're all actually very similar, but there are some distinctions to be made. The first over here on the left in the yellow box is the standard electrolytic capacitor. An electrolytic capacitor is used very widely for a filter capacitor because it has a very high capacitance density, meaning you can get very large capacitors out of a relatively small package, which is why it's very useful. It's not the most high performance capacitor of all time. It doesn't respond well to transients very well, but for the most part it's sufficient. How much electrolytic capacitor are made? Well, you get two long, maybe 3 or 4 foot strips of aluminum. You put a paper soaked in a liquid dielectric in between these two strips, and you roll it up. And you roll it up real tight, and you stuff it in a can like this, and you put 2 coolies together. Basically, that's what electrolytic capacitors. So those 2 metal aluminum strips are acting as 2 parallel plates, and that's what creates the capacitor. And you have a liquid dielectric to separate them. Now, to the right in the green box, you have practical electrolytic capacitors. Now, these are the exact same technology as the standard electrolytic capacitors. I'm saying the distinction because they're different, and people like all of them.